What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track It Ace. So, we officially got the 200 meter starting list out right now. So this will be my official 200 meter prelim heat preview. And, you know, I see the list, and I definitely got some things to say about all of these heats. Not just Abby Steiner's heat, but we're going to mainly focus in on Abby Steiner here. But we got some pretty good heats. But one thing that I have noticed, and if you listen to my videos last week, I forgot which one it was, but I know I mentioned it specifically in one video, that unlike the 100, which seemed a lot deeper in each heat, like, you could say the 100 was like 5 to 6 names deep, 4 to 6 names deep in each fucking heat. The 200 was not going to be as many names. I'm seeing like a lot of maybe three names deep in these 200s. So the 200 isn't as deep as the 100 is. It really isn't. It's not as deep. The 100 was stacked from head to toe. You know, so that's why I want to congratulate Melissa Jefferson and TT Terry for making that team, because that was not easy to get on that fucking team in the 100 at all. Not at all, bro. It was not easy, man. Looked very, very hard, bro. Before we begin, man, I just want to send out a reminder that this channel does have a Patreon, and I've been uploading 4 races on that Patreon, and I'm planning on uploading all 3 heats to the Patreon, man. So you will not miss any of the heats. They'll be up there. All you got to do is sign up as a free member, and I'll have each heat on there for free. So all you got to do, sign up as a free member, go to the Patreon, and you can find the races a little bit more easier in the collections tab. I'm actually probably going to sort the 200 meter run, all 3 of the 200 meters in its own category. That way you can really find them easily. And like I said, just go on over there and watch them. And after Abby's run is done, whether it's going to be in the semifinals or in the finals, we're going to be doing a film study breakdown, and that's going to be exclusive to the Patreon. That will not be uploaded on YouTube. And we're going to upload that. I think you'll probably have to pay for that particular video, but I'm going to have film study on Abby Steiner on the Patreon, so make sure y'all sign up right away. Now, let's get into it. So Abby is starting out in heat number 1. Okay? She's starting out in heat number 1. She's going to be going against Sha'Carri Richardson, Tamari Davis, and someone that I'm especially interested in, and this is just for me personally, most people ain't focusing on her, but for me personally, Kennedy Blackmon, because I've been wanting to see Abby Steiner against Kennedy Blackmon for a long time, bro. We almost got them in the semifinal of the 100, but Abby pulled out, so we didn't get a chance to see. I didn't get a chance to see that matchup. I shouldn't say we. I didn't get a chance to see that matchup between those two, and I was really looking forward to it. But we'll get it this time, even though this isn't Kennedy Blackmon's event. It should be in the future though, but we're gonna get that meeting right there. I'll go back over that a little later. Let's just go through everything here. I'm going to go back through Kennedy Blackmon, what she should do in the future. I'll probably talk about her a little bit more in the other videos as well. But Abby Steiner is in this group. So she's no stranger to Sha'Carri Richardson at this point. She's even faced her. I believe she was in the same heat as her last year in the prelims. Hold on. I got the 2023 lineups right here. Let me look at this real quick. Let me see if they were in the same heat in the 200. Let me see who Sha'Carri and Abby was with. No, she was in the heat with Tamara Clark. Oh, yeah. I forgot how that went. Tamara Clark did win that heat. It was a repeat of the 2022 final between Tamara Clark, Abby Steiner, and Jenna Prandini. I forgot that. I thought she faced Sha'Carri in the first. I thought she faced her in the first round. Nope, she did not face her there. She did not face her there. That's interesting, man. I thought she did face her there. Maybe it was the semis. Let me look at the semis real quick. It might have been the semis when they faced each other. Yeah, it was the semis. That's what it was. It was the semis. I got them mixed up. So Abby came in second in both of those. Abby actually came in second in both heats. Abby came in second in both heats. Let me see about this. Okay, she was top 4 in the final. Just missed Caeleb White. If she wasn't injured, she would have been the third member on that team. Yeah, so okay. So they're gonna be facing each other right off the bat. Sha'Carri, I like Abby in this heat because I like when Abby's around people that's gonna push her. Cause it seems like sometimes when Abby is running at her own pace, she doesn't tend to go out. You know, especially in the last like 30 to 40 meters of the race, she doesn't typically put on the gas. But in this one, I can see her doing it because she likes to chase people down. So this is going to be a good early heat for her to really warm her up because she needs to just get warmed up. Get some of that rust. She still got to get some of that rust off from the injury she suffered earlier in the month. She still got to get that rust off. So, yeah, right now, I think that this is a good heat for Abby. I think this is a really good heat for Abby to be a part of right off the bat. Tamari Davis is going to be another name that's really going to test in here because Tamari Davis is one of the ones that I had as far as names that could make the team. So this is a good challenge for Abby. You know, she's not going to get really none of these. You can't even say really any of these heats are easy because none of them would have been like just because you Abby Steiner, you would have finished in first. No, none of these are easy at all. Like let's take a look at the other heats while we're doing this. And we got the easiest heat might be actually heat number 2 to me because the only 2 big names in here is Mackenzie Long and Jameza Ford. Jameza Ford is someone that she's got the 3rd fastest time, I think, in the 200 this year, but you know, I don't buy it. I don't buy her as one of the real contenders for the team, but I'm never gonna say nobody's truly out of it because it is track. Track has some weird things happening every single year. Nobody, look, if you was betting on TT Terry, you definitely wouldn't have had TT Terry making the team. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have, right? You wouldn't have had her in there. He got Mackenzie Long as well. Mackenzie Long is coming off a very good college season. Very surprising she did not do well in the 100-meter semifinal because she did very well in the first round. She smoked everyone in her heat. Abby was in that heat as well. But Mackenzie Long, this is her event too. Like she's just like Abby. Like the 200 is more of her event. So we do expect Mackenzie Long to show out. So I will say this is the easiest heat out of the ones I'm looking at because it's really only 2 names deep. I mean, some of y'all might say Jayla Jamison, but I really think it's just Mackenzie Long and Jameza Ford, man. That's really the competition here. So this would have been the easier heat for Abby because I think Abby could beat Jameza Ford. This would have been, I think that this definitely would have been an easier heat for her. Heat number 3 has the rematch between Jenna Pradini and Tamara Clark, and let me tell you, it's always fun seeing them 2 race against each other, man. So I'm glad they're in the heat again, the early heats again. And then we got another added name in there, man. We got Brittany Brown. We got Brittany Brown in there, man. We got Brittany Brown. Yep, we got Brittany Brown in there. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see those 3 race against each other, man. I believe it's just like the 100. I think they're going to be taking the top 5 or 6 names in each heat. I believe that's how this runs. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really know exactly. I think it's top 6 though. But we'll get a chance to see that. It for me personally, y'all know I like my white girls on track, bro. We got Hailey Bieber. Not Justin Bieber. Not Justin Bieber's wife, bro. Hailey Baldwin. No. No, Hailey Bieber from Duke, bro. I followed her in her college career. Definitely always wanted to see how she was going to do. You know what I'm saying? She's in this heat. But, you know, I never really looked at her as someone that was going to have like a prominent career as a pro. But, you know, Hailey Bieber, she had a nice little college career, though, you know, at Duke. But she's in this heat. And I'm interested to see what she does. I'm like on a personal level, I'm interested to see what she does, man. So heat number 4. This is where we got Gabby Thomas. So Gabby Thomas is going to be in the last heat of the day. And this one has TT Terry in it, Candace Hill, JD DeMays, Anvia Battle, Cambria Sturgis. And Cambria Sturgis usually does pretty well in that first round in the 200. So it's not a super competitive field for Gabby. Like, I don't think anybody in this field is like on Gabby's level. I'm going to be honest with y'all. But I do think it's a very competitive field for her as far as like, you know, pushing her a little bit, you know. But nobody in this field is going to be able to beat her, though. I'm just being real with y'all. Nobody is going to be able to beat Gabby. But it is a very, very interesting heat, though. Definitely can't wait to see the way this thing plays out. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but for sure to see the way this heat plays, man. But like I said, I do think it's going to be a very competitive field. I think Gabby's going to get some go in it. I think she's going to get some go in it for sure. Now, let's talk specifically. Let's get back to the first heat. Let's talk about Abby Steiner. Okay? Everybody's been wondering how Abby Steiner is going to do in this thing. And I've been telling y'all, man, I really do believe that Abby is going to be a wild card. Because nobody knows how she's really going to run. Because, first of all, two things. She was injured last year, so we know we could write off last year completely. We don't know how she's running. Truly running because of that. Then in 2022, that was her peak year as far as a collegiate athlete, and she ran very well and won the final, but not a deep field. The field wasn't deep in the past 2 years like it is this year. This year is very deep. This one of them rare years where the 200 is like super deep. It won't be deep like this most years. Like, I will even say for the World Championships next year, it won't even be this deep. Probably a lot of the girls that you see here, they won't even be running next year in the 200 at trials. They won't even be running. I'm being straight up with y'all. I think it's more competitive this year because it's an Olympic year. That's why the 100 was so stacked like it was. In non-Olympic years, you won't see it this stacked. That's why you didn't see it stacked the last 2 years. It's not like America doesn't have the talent. It's just that a lot of girls don't participate in these events. That's all it is. Now, I was telling y'all, like I said in the last video, the names are only going to run about three players deep. And when I'm saying that, those are like people that's expected to make the final. I would say there's 12 names in all in here that can make the final. But realistically, in each heat, it's probably about 3 names. And the only 2 names that could beat Abby in this field is Sha'Carri Richardson and Tamari Davis. That's it. So the only 2 names. And Abby's such a wild card because we really haven't seen her since the injury to see how her speed truly is right now. You know? I don't think she's got an injury like she had last year where she was running in pain and all that. I don't think she quite has an injury like that. I really don't. I really don't think she has an injury like that right now where she's running in pain and all that other stuff. So I do think she should be at least close to her levels. Maybe not at her levels completely from 2022. But I do think she should be a lot faster than she was last year. And when I mean that, I mean she should be able to break a 22, sub 22 flat. Easily. Now, when I look at this field, right, I don't think this is also going to be easy for Sha'Carri Richardson to make the team like it was last year. Sha'Carri she's more of a 100 runner, right? And I think the problem with her is just like any other 100 runner, she gets gassed by the last 100. The more and more she keeps doing these rounds, the more weaker she gets. You know, and that's the difference between her and the 100. In the 100, she gets more warmed up, you know, as the rounds go. She gets more weaker as the rounds go because it's an extra 100 meters that she got to run. This is why typically, like in her career, she's never really ran a better 200 than a 100. She's just not a 200 runner, but she can make the team as a 200 runner, if that makes any sense. Right. But this is a tough field this year. It's way deeper. A lot of people got Mackenzie Long getting one of the slots. A lot of people got Gabby Thomas by default getting the slot at the top. They think she'll run the best time on Saturday night. I believe that as well. But anything can happen. Anything can happen, though. But I trust Gabby enough because she's done it twice. And she's done it in both Olympic years. ran a 21.61. I think last year was a 21.59, I want to say. So she's ran a 21.5 for the first time last year. But that's what makes Abby so scary this year for the other athletes, is because none of us know how fast she's going to be running this year. The haters are guessing, but they don't truly know. They're saying she's coming in 4th or 5th. That's not a bad prediction, though. Like, even if you're not a hater, that's not a bad prediction for her in the final. But nobody truly knows how fast she's going to run, though. Nobody really knows how truly fast any of these running, because nobody's run under 22 seconds this entire year. But we know that's going to end this weekend. For sure. Shericka's going to do it down in Jamaica at their trials. So we know that's getting broken this weekend. But it's just a matter of who is going to break it. Now, surprisingly, Tamari Clark faded in the final last year. She's someone that I've been looking at. Tamari Davis, kind of hard to really say what she's going to do. Just haven't seen her out there a lot, especially in these type of big races. Just don't know what she's going to do. She's a real wild card. Brittany Brown looked really good, but we still truly don't know what she's going to do either. Jenna Prandini, I think we know what Jenna Prandini's going to do. She's good enough to just get you into a final. Like, I always think it's a good idea to have Jenna Prandini in your races, just because we know she's going to be a pace setter in the first 120 meters of the race. She's going to be a good pace setter. So all the girls will benefit if Jenna Prandini's in the final. Even Abby herself, she's going to benefit from her being in there. But Mackenzie Long is the most warmed up. That's why I got her making the team, because she's the most warmed up. But I'm a little scared because of what she did in the semifinal in the 100. I'm a little scared of that. I know that's the 100, but I'm a little scared of that her legs might be starting to fall off at this point. Because it was the same thing with Abby. Abby's legs started to fall off after she raced so hard in that final. She just wasn't the same after that. So we got to see what's the breaking point for Mackenzie Long. Is she there yet? Is she going to be there in the 200, or is she got to wait until the Olympics? Like, we got to see. But there's a lot of names in here that can make the team, man. It's really deep as far as names that can make the final. You know, like I said, some people got Jamisa Ford making the final and getting on the team, sneaking in. You know, is TT Terry confident enough after making that team to go make this team as well? I'm keeping a close eye on Jaden Mays. There's some names in here that a lot of people ain't focusing in on that I'm kind of looking at. Prelims is going to... So, what to look out for Abby tomorrow night? You're probably watching this on a Thursday, so it's probably tonight for you. But, because I'm planning on putting this up tonight. Abby Steiner. What should we expect from her as far as her time and all that? Now, I'm not worried about where she's ranked as long as she's getting in the semifinal, which she will. But I'm truly not worried about where she's going to be ranked in this field. Like, I don't care if Sha'Carri beats her. Who cares? Because if Abby ends up making a team and Sha'Carri does it, then what was the point of even focusing in on that? You know what I mean? And same thing, if Abby ends up being Sha'Carri, but Sha'Carri makes a team, who cares that Abby Steiner beat her? It's about who makes the damn team. I'm not focusing on that shit. I don't care who's ranked against who. It's all pride. It's all pride. It's just something that the haters could use. The Sha'Carri haters, they can use it against. They can use it for Abby, and then Abby Steiner haters can use it against for Sha'Carri. I want to see the times, because Sha'Carri usually shows out in the first round, so she usually gets like the fastest. She did it last year. I think it was like a 21.6 last year. She might do it again to send a message. She knows Abby Steiner's in this heat. She wants to embarrass her. She might do that again. But, like I said, I really don't care what Sha'Carri does. She's just going to gas herself out if she does that shit. The thing is that Abby, as long as Abby gets the time that I think she should get, it's all good. Now, you got to remember, last year, these heats ran really slow last year. We may see a repeat of that this year. So, if Abby gets like a 22.3, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. That's actually where I got her at. I got her at like a 22.2, 22.3. I like to see her at a 22.10, to be honest with y'all, but I don't think she's going to do all that. She might say that for semifinal, and she's still knocking some of the rust off. I think that at that point, she could get that 22.10. But I would like to see her kind of hanging around sub 22s. Because I sort of think Abby Steiner got to send a message too. You know, let these girls know, hey, I'm here. You know, the final, I'm here. You know, but I got a feeling Abby's going to try to be the mysterious girl, going to run slow times, just enough to just make the damn semifinal shit like that, and then do like she did last year, get a 22.07 when she was hurt. Because I was actually surprised she got that 22.07. Because especially after I learned that she was injured, I knew something was wrong with her after I saw the first round. But I was like, damn, I thought she'd be like closer to 22.2 the way she been running. So she broke out that 22.07. And I was like, dog, she could get that if she's healthier. Dog, she could get a 21.8. I really think it's going to take getting a 21.7 to actually get on the team. Because if Gabby runs another 21.5, 21.6, and let's say one of the other girls, like a Mackenzie Long, she breaks the college record that she had, and she gets a 21.7, then that's not many spots. Like, it depends on who's ever in third, you know? But you gotta remember one thing though too. Remember in the 100 meters, right? And this is the crazy thing about people hating on Abby's time, which was 11.13, right? And me and Star Run was talking about this. Shout out to Star Run in the comment section, by the way. We was talking about this shit. We was like, bro, 11.10 actually made the damn team in the 100. Made the final in the 100. You made the final if you had a 11.10. But people would say that 11.13 in the first round, mind you, in the first round was garbage. But you only needed an 11.10, which she was only 0.03 of a second away from. In the first round of making a semifinal. So Abby, if she just ran a little bit faster, would have been in the final in an event that she doesn't specialize in. You know, that's crazy, right? That's crazy to think about. To make the team, you only needed a 10.89. Abby's run at a 10.90 in her career before. So it may look like people are supposed to get these type of times, but when it really come down to it, it might be only 3 people that's able to get a sub 22. That's how it usually end up. Like, realistically, that's how it usually ends up playing out. A lot of people think it's going to be like 6 or 7 people that's under 22. We may see that. But I think realistically, we're not going to see that. I think it's going to be like 3. I give it 4 people tops that's under 22 in the final. That's it. And that's why I said, all Abby got to do is just run her race. Just, Abby, all you got to do is just run your race, sweet boo. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is run as hard as you can. If you don't make the team because 3 people got a 21.7 or better, or 21.8 or better, but you got like a 21.9, that's it. Like, I can't blame her for that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see her run. The only thing that I'm holding to a standard for Abby, don't run slower than the 22.07 in that final. If you were hurt last year, there's no way you should be running worse than the 22.07. No way. No way you should be running worse than that. You should be running definitely better than that. That's the only standard that I'm actually holding Abby to. Because I've been saying this. I just want to see Abby finish this season up strong. If she don't make the Olympic team, so be it. It actually matters more to the haters, because the haters don't got an argument against Abby. It's going to kill them if she makes the team. That's why that one dude, Mr. 100K a day, this hating ass dude. I mean, by the way, he says Quincy Wilson's on steroids, so that's just say enough about that dude. That he's praying that she don't make the team. So that's to tell you all you need to know about the Abby Steiner haters. They're praying that she don't make the team, and she might make the team, which is crazy. It's crazy, right? But my closing thoughts on this is this, man. I can't wait. A lot of us Abby fans have been waiting a year for this. We've been waiting a year for this. This is why this preview is so damn long. We've been waiting a year for this. Since July 9th of last year, we've been waiting for Abby to get back out there in the 200, in the trials, to get her revenge. Can she do it like Gabby Thomas did? Gabby Thomas got her revenge from the previous year. We saw her crying in 2022. She was hurt herself. And Gabby Thomas, a lot of people didn't even see like Gabby Thomas coming until about that final. Because Gabby Thomas was running like she wasn't the same Gabby Thomas. Before that, a lot of people talking shit about Gabby Thomas, not knowing what she was going to do. Is Abby going to be this year's Gabby Thomas? You never know. Like I said, we ain't seen Abby true. Like, she might have been saving a lot of shit just for this race right here. Just for this race right here. That's why I say you really don't know how she gonna perform. You really don't. I don't even know. If I'm her fan. If I don't know how she gonna perform, I don't know how the hell you think she gonna perform. I probably definitely watched her more than you, and I still don't know how the hell she gonna perform. So I know you don't know how the hell she gonna perform. But I want to watch this NBA draft, man. So give me your thoughts on this. We'll get back to this tomorrow with our thoughts on how this all gonna go. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I really can't. I can't wait to see the way this whole thing is going to turn out for us, man. But good luck to the whole field, everybody, not just Abby. Good luck to everybody, man. For some people that didn't get into 100, this is their last shot to get on an individual team at the Olympics, man. So that's another reason why I think people are just going to be running hard tomorrow, man. They're going to be running hard because of that. So we'll see how it goes, man. But go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this. Remember to go over to the Patreon. Go over to the Patreon to watch the full races tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Sign up as a free member. Also sign up as a paid member because anything that we got coming from the Olympics definitely gonna be paid. So make sure you also make plans to sign up as a free member. A lot of my truies on here, I've been telling y'all that. I've been warning y'all about that for about a month. So when you start seeing stuff locked down, hey, I've been warning you. But you don't even have to sign up as a free member. We got this thing called the Shop Tag on the Patreon where you can buy for the races individually. So you don't even have to subscribe. You can actually just pay for the race. The price for my race part gonna be about $3.99. Each individual video is gonna be about $3.99. And you just got paid at one price and you out. So if there's like a specific race that you want to see, because I'm telling you, YouTube will be taking all of these videos that y'all see from these Indians that be uploading these races. These Indians that be uploading these races for y'all, man. You better watch them when they upload them because I'm telling you, if you want to replay them later, they're going to be taken down Monday, man. USATF went through, they swiped through everything last year. That's how they got my channel. The Monday after the trials, they swept through everything. So, you're going to be relying on channels like mine to watch this stuff, bro. For real, for real. My Patreon, I mean. So, that's why I'm not going to be showing, that's why I'm not showing videos no more. You know what I'm saying? On my YouTube channel. So go over to the Patreon. You can watch the race over there, man. But go on ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching Track and Ace.